Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Promise Rampa, aka Gogo Velabahleka, and this is Relocate to Australia with Promise. Guys, this is still your #1 DIY relocation platform. So if you are still looking for information on how you can relocate to Australia with your family, single, or whatever your plan is for 2023, this is the place to be. I do content that is very specific to life in Australia, how you can settle as an immigrant in Australia, the visa options that are out there for immigrants. So this is the place to be 100% if you are looking for that sort of information. So please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know what, guys? Let me tell you, this channel is the it. You know why I'm saying this? Over the Christmas holidays, well, it's still Christmas holidays, but after Christmas we traveled up to Rockhampton and we were having a braai with some African friends. So we went to see, mostly they are Zimbabwean, like we don't have that much of South African friends, so they are Zimbabwean. And then when we were sitting down having a conversation, this one guy was like, I know this guy and I know you, man. And we're like, where do you know us from? My husband immediately said YouTube, and I was like, no, it can't be. And I was like, yep, I think you are the guy that got shot. He said that to my husband, and then we were like, oh yeah, that story. But anyway, it felt good to interact with people that have been on my channel. And I even asked him, I was like, okay, how did you get to know and see the channel? Like, did somebody tell you about us? So what was the situation? And he was explaining to me that he was looking for visa options, and then when he searched something on YouTube and I was one of those videos that popped up, I really felt motivated and encouraged to continue doing this work. And I was like, yeah, now see, I'm on God's assignment, y'all. In all honesty, I'm here for my brothers and sisters, my African brothers and sisters, wherever you are in this world. I am here for you because I'm an African child and I know that it can be hard, but we can always make it out there. So it felt really good. We have our little community of, African immigrants here in Australia. And it is it's a very reflective time when we get together and meet and share our stories about where we've been and how far we've come. So if you're looking to join that community, this is the place to be. Anyways, you guys, I do not want to go into that whole spiel. It's 2022, end of 2022. I need to be specific. It's about 10 p.m. And it's about 10 p.m. now in Australia. We've already had our 2022 end of the year celebration. So here in Hervey Bay, they've got this family friendly gathering that they do by the beach every year. The first time we attended this was in 2019. So this is like our fourth time going to it. Yeah, third. 2019, 2021. Yeah, this is our fourth time attending fireworks by the beach here in Hervey Bay. It was very exciting. We went there with the kids. We enjoyed fireworks. It is school holidays. My kids are fussy and all of that about going to sleep early. So I'm allowing them to watch TV. At the moment, they're watching TV. And I'm like, as long as you keep it quiet, I will allow you to do that. And mommy needs to work. So I'm here. I'm hoping that they don't come in. I give them cold drink. I know it's bad parenting, but I give them Coke and chips and I'm like, you watch a movie and you chill. Enjoy your lives, man. Yeah, got you. Mwah, love you. So yeah, at the moment they're upstairs and I'm hoping that I'm going to get time to get through this. Anyways, let's get down to today's business, you guys. You me, I yep too much. That's what matters. Anyway, let me get down to today's business. It's end of 2022. This year has come to an end. Woo! In the beginning of this year, I didn't think I was going to make it this far because, Shiba, yes.
I get a blanket.
You want to get a blanket?
Yeah.
In your bedroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I not tell you? So, in the beginning of this year, I already knew what was in store for me. In 2022, I knew from last year. The thing is, I couldn't talk about it. I couldn't share it with people because it was very hard. It was very difficult for me, number one, to internalize it and believe it. It took me a very long time. Oh, she's taking a blanket upstairs. It took me a very long time to accept it. It took me a very long time to accept Revele. I'm going to do this year, and I don't have a choice. It has to happen. Yo. And I knew this from last year, like end of last year, towards the end of last year, when it became clear to me that, you know what, I need to attend to my calling. Like, there's no other way. I remember I had to wrap up the year last year, and it was one of the most difficult things to do because I felt like I was coming to an end of something, and I didn't know how to explain it to myself and the next person. And I was just like, you know what, Promise, just try and, hold it together, get through this. I wanted to plan, because I'm a planner. I'm such a planner. I always want to know what I'm getting myself into, where I'm going, and what's going to happen when I get there. And sometimes in life does not award you, or life does not afford you. Yes, not award, but life does not afford you such opportunities, because sometimes you're walking into a dark space where you don't know what to expect, and all you just have to do is walk in faith and believe, or you know what, Mudimu and Badimu have made a plan for me, and I should just surrender to that plan, whatever it is. It was so hard letting go and saying you lead the way. I really wanted to be still in control of my 2022 because, as I said, I'm such a planner. I'm very goal orientated. I'm a dreamer. I want certain things. There were a lot of things that I wanted to achieve, but I had to say, okay, I'm letting go of these things. I remember when it was end of last year, and then I thought to myself, okay, fine, because I was speaking to my husband about, we had conversations about how am I going to do this whole thing, going back to South Africa for however long, because also we did not know how long I was going to Twasa, right? Usually it is a full year. There's some people who Twasa less than a year. There's some people who Twasa more than a year. It is something that is not in your control most of the time. So you do not say, okay, now I'm done with Twasa, I'm leaving. It's something that your ancestors have to allow. So it's a process. So we didn't know what was going to happen with me. When will I be back? And then I thought to myself, oh my God, okay, fine. I prayed about my family. I know that God and my ancestors will protect and be with them and all of that. Oh, my husband is home. Flint, I'm working. But one of the things that my husband is on call this weekend. So yeah, he just walked in now. So one of the things that I had to, really think about, that are so cute. One of the things that I really needed to, let go of, and I wanted to plan around it so much. It was my channel. I really, really, really wanted to continue working on my channel, even when I was Kotwasong. But I remember having this conversation with myself, God included, and my ancestors, and I was like, okay, guys, so this is the situation. How are we going to do this? And something said to me, there's no way you can focus on this and this at the same time. It is impossible. You need to let go of this and trust. Because me now, I was like, my channel is going to die. Like, people are gonna be gone. Because when I was now reflecting and looking back, I'm a stats person, so I always write down numbers to say, okay, in January my subscribers were this, and I always monitor my growth. So in January this year, my numbers was about, on YouTube, was like 2005. So I knew that I was not going to be recording and uploading any content. So I thought to myself, okay, fine, Lord, at least just get me to 3,000 subscribers, even though I'm not uploading content. And then I was like, okay, fine, I'll leave it at that. But Mudimu and Badimu, they will always show off. Now my subscribers are on 4,000, almost 4,400. So they gave me an extra 1,004. I'm like, thank you. Even though I was not uploading anything for months, you guys, people still continued subscribing, because I did monitor my channel. When I was still in South Africa, there was not much that I could do because I did not have my recording equipment. I did try and sneak in a bit, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna steal some moments. But I was like, hey, you're punishing me. So I had to just say, okay, fine. So what I did early this year, so I recorded my dialogues. I don't know if you remember, you'll see them when you go into my videos. I did my dialogues, and then after my dialogues, I was like, okay, if I do this, maybe it will help me with my anxiety about, my channel just flopping this year. So I recorded a couple of videos before I left Australia, and then I pre-uploaded them, and then scheduled them to, get released on certain dates and all of that. So that lasted me until I think March, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was March or early April. I think it was early April, because I remember my last video was when I was within Twaso. I remember my husband and I having a conversation about, me not taking any camera equipment or anything of that sort to South Africa during my trip. And I packed my bags late at night when everybody was sleeping, and then I was hiding, like, my equipment. Like, I don't have much equipment, so I was like just hiding, tripods and all of that. And then when we got to the hotel in Brisbane, before I could get on my flight, I think it was just a couple of hours before I could get on my flight, I was like to my husband, I've got a confession. I did this. My husband looked at me and was like, Clero, what wrong with you? So he opened the bag and was like, he just took out the tripods and everything, and he was like, listen, don't do this to yourself, okay? So yeah, that man helped me. Anyway, it was very hard to let go of this channel. It really was. It was very hard to let go of my family. That one, even I don't even want to talk about, because the minute I go into that conversation, it will cry me a river, but from I don't stop. So I don't even want to go there. But I am grateful that it is over. I'm here now. I'm with my family. That is one thing I'm like, for keeping them for me, and me coming back and still finding them well, bale okay, bale sharpo, they managed without me. And I'm like, this is very dangerous, because now I know that they can manage without me. So I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm like, I'm not afraid of anything anymore. They can manage without me, these people. I trust that they'll be fine, whether mom is there or not there, because you never know. Like, this life is very hectic, guys. A lot of things are happening. My biggest fear is leaving my children before time. I think it's everybody's biggest fear. But life is life. Things happen, as you can see. One of the worst things to happen to a person is for them to leave their children when they're still young. For me, it felt like that, in all honesty. This year felt like I left my children. Like, I felt like I was dead and alive at the same time. Because when we've got that time difference in South Africa, in Australia, where there's that 8-hour time difference. So when they were sleeping, I was awake. So it meant that even if I missed them, I couldn't call them. I couldn't reach them because they were sleeping. So I had to deal with those emotions and be like, I miss them. I really want to hug them. I really want to kiss them. But then I can't physically be there. And I thought to myself, is this how it feels when you're dead? That is painful. It is so painful. And I thought about it also on the other realm. Like, I thought about it also on this realm, where, when somebody dies, you miss them so much, and you want to kiss them, and you want to hug them, and you want to, have that one-on-one conversation with them, and they're not available. I feel like in both realms, on the ancestor realm and in this real life, real time realm, we experience the same feeling. We experience the same loss. Okay, so my family keeps disturbing me, but then what I'm trying to explain to you guys is that I feel like on both realms, now when you lose someone and they've passed away, and the person that has passed away, I feel like because of that inability to interact in real time, that is painful. That is painful, and that is why it is very important to find channels to always connect with those that you love. For me, it really helped having FaceTime, WhatsApp videos and all of that. We still called each other, though sometimes during load shedding in South Africa, network would be kapush. So, yeah, it was very difficult. It was very difficult. It was very difficult, but yeah. So I was in South Africa for 10 months. Yes, from February until November. Even like, guys, I've even gained weight. Just this month of being back home. You can see now there's meat on me. Hey, I was finished. I was finished. I could not eat. Food was not willing. They were not willing at all. Life was not good. Everything was dull. It was horrible. Like, apart from Twaso on its own, Nje, my love life, yo, it was horrible. It was dull. I did not have the love of my life with me. Imagine. Life was so dull, you guys. Yo, life was so dull. Life was so dull without my people, without my husband, without my children. I cannot do life without them. In all honesty, it was, even I don't even want to think about it. And then I think about Twaso as well. You know what? Let me tell you something. If somebody ever comes to me and says to me, Promise, if I give $1 million, will you then redo 2022? I look at them and be like, what have you been smoking now, my friend? What is that you've been smoking? Because me, I want it. Never. This year, I will never redo it. Guy. Like, my strength was tested. I knew. Now I know I'm strong. Now I know I am strong. I'm a strong person, me, promise. Gogo Velabahleka. I'm very strong. This year, I got to know what strength is. I got to know prayer. But I got to know fasting and praying. I got to know what you know, when they say qina etolweni fast, I never really understood what they meant. This and me, I was on my knees day and night praying. 3 a.m. prayer, 12 a.m. prayer, 3 p.m. all hours of the day. I was here. This year. But here we are. 2022 December. We are still alive, kicking. We have made it. Cannot believe it. I literally cannot believe it. But I'm so grateful and I'm thankful. And as I said, I've gained so much weight. Literally in a month, I think I've gained 10 kg. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I've been wanting to lose weight so much. But no, I did not want to lose it that way that I lost it. That way, it was the sickly way of losing weight. You know, there's that weight you lose when you are, you know, exercising, eating well and everything. And there's that one when you're like, la uyakula, you are sick. That one was there. You are sick, weight loss. I was sick. Like I'm doing one now. Like lose. Serious. I was really, really sick. I really, really was sick this year. I lost so much weight. Now I've gained back more than 10 kg. And I'm like, sis, promise. Now I have to exercise again to lose it. But I'd rather now lose it the way I need to lose it, by eating well, exercising and all of that. Not that one. That one you could see the bones here. It was not good. That one. That one was not good. Even my mom was even complaining. My mom was like, I want to go what deal. My mom kept on jabbing me. And you know, African parents and weight, when they see you losing weight, it is never healthy. It is never good. African people always want to see extra meat on you. You need to have the curves, the makaba, the boobs, everything. You need to be voluptuous. What is it? Voluptuous. Yes, you need to be round and fat and tofu. You know, for them to feel like you are healthy and good. And which is not even good, because it comes with diseases, that one. Comes with heart attacks and all of that. Not good, that one. But Africans, I am really grateful, guys, that this year has come to an end. This year was rough, not only for me. You know, I look on social media and I see people like crying. I'm like, yes, color song. See, color song. Oh, hi, Tonya. This year, this year. You know, I love 22, ne? 22 is my number because I was born on the 22nd. Everything I do to like 20. When I see 22, I'm like, it's a sign. This year, 22 showed me that, yeah, it is really a sign. Life is all about signs. I knew it. I got to know it for real. Like, I cannot even, you know, dispute it at all. I'll never forget this year. That's why in G, the whole rough 2022, make sure that you never forget 2022 ever in your life. Yeah. But it's over. But it is over. It is done. I look back and I'm like, yeah, God, you were there with me. Mudimu libadimu, they were there with me. They carried me. My gods carried me through this year. So I'm really looking forward to 2023, you guys. There's a lot of things that are going to be happening. I'm so excited. I can't talk about it right now because la lawyer. I don't trust you. I'm joking. I'm not joking. But in all honesty, there's something that is coming. It is big. It is huge. I will share it with you guys. Not yet. Only when it has happened. Because I'm really, this one I'm like, yeah, it has been a dream for years. I think ever since I will not say ever since we relocated to Australia, but it has been a dream. It has been something my husband and I would talk about Jay in our relationship, to say, what is the next plan? What's the next thing? And then 2-3 years ago, we were like, what if we do this? And like, there's no way we could do this. And then now it's like, oh my God, it's almost, ready. The pots are cooking and the pots are almost ready. But as I said, guys, we plan Mudimu Libadimu. They're the ones who approve. I always believe in manifestation. I believe in prayer. I believe in putting it out there to say, you know what, Mudimu Libadimu, this is what I want. Writing it down. I totally believe in writing it down, making it clear, making it plain. As Habakkuk 2 verse 2 says, you write it down on tablets and you make it clear and plain. You make it clear and you make it plain, and you make sure that the next person who reads it will be able to, make sure that it happens. So I really do believe in writing things down. And I believe the minute you do that, you start attracting that energy. You start, that energy starts to hover around you. The more and more you interact with that goal, the more and more you look at that goal, you think of that goal, you play with that goal, you dance with that goal, you work on that goal, it comes to life. So yeah, this year I can see some of my goals and some of the babies that I've been working on. I see them coming to life, and I think I'm very excited. So I'm expecting blessings. Hey, Papelina. I'm expecting blessings this coming year. And I hope you're also expecting blessings. And I'm hoping that you are also expecting, to smash those goals, because we are here to do that. We need to do that. Anyways, you guys, this coming year is going to be hectic. It's going to be so busy for me. I really want to go fully into this relocation work. As I said, we had a conversation with someone who's an African brother, and they really, they showed me that being on YouTube is not a waste of time. Doing the work that I do with relocation is not a waste of time, because sometimes it's very easy to get demotivated. Satan sometimes works overtime. So Satan will be, Satan will be whispering to you and saying, it's useless, it's worthless, your channel is not growing, just leave this, yada yada yada, because Satan does not want to see progress. But God will always have his people who he will send to you at the right time, at the right moment, to remind you why you are on assignment. So as I said, I'm on assignment with this channel, you guys. I'm here to serve, and I will be doing that fully and 100% for 2023, and I'm very much excited about it. There are different visa options that are available now coming 2023. There's so many opportunities for people who are immigrants. I cannot wait to research and come back to report the information and give you the information that you will need to relocate. I've been getting good news, I've got a couple of people that I interact with on social media telling me that, some of them have actually told me, Promise, I use your channel. There's this one guy, he was like to me, Promise, I use your channel and I'm now in Sydney with my family. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. It felt good. I do not want to lie, it felt so good, and I hope to one day meet this family. I've also been interacting with this other friend of mine. I've made so many friends on this channel and on social media. One of my friends, she's a nurse. I've not yet met her, we just cyber friends. She's a nurse and she got her registration for Australia, and we were praying and rejoicing. It was a very wonderful moment. I really love sharing these moments with you guys, because for me, it always feels like a win. It's not just a win for you, but it's also a win for me, because I feel like, yeah, I'm doing my work and people are receiving it and people are running with it. So yeah, it's really good. Anyways, you guys, I need to go. It's almost 12 o'clock. Marang wants to cross over. She's literally so excited that she's still awake and she's going to experience 2023. So I'm going to sign out for now. I will be back with more content on how to relocate. This is just me saying goodbye to 2022 and hello 2023. I pray that God and our ancestors will make sure that we enter into this year well, healthy, and good. And if you're not, it's okay. Work on it. Just pray for longer days so that you can then, fulfill your dreams and live a full life. Live purposefully. Don't just live rough and not knowing what you're doing with your life. Just going everywhere, doing everything, useless things. Just make sure that you live the life that you have to live. This coming year, I'm telling you, I'm on assignment. I'll be assignmenting day and night. I really do believe that, living a purposeful life is the way to go. Always be on purpose. Always make sure that you know what you're doing. Always make sure that you are guided by your gods at all times. Talk to them, speak to them, pray, pasha. Do all that you need to do to make sure that you are on the right path. Anyways, mudimu, libadimu, babelelena, banababadimu. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for the interactions. Thank you for everything. And thank you for, helping me in this year, also this crazy year, because it has been crazy. And thank you to the people that checked on me. And thank you to the people that continue to love me. And thank you to my family. And thank you to everybody. I will thank you until the day I die. But I love you all and take care.